Hola, hola, hola y bienvenidos a tu tarea. Bueno, a la tarea. You need page 2 of your Puntas 3-3 notes. El uso del verbo ser should be written there on the top somewhere. All right, go ahead and pull that out. And let's move on. El uso del verbo ser, which means the uses of the verb ser. The verb ser, which means to be, is used to describe permanent characteristics about someone or something. So pretty much anything that doesn't change, okay? For example, physical characteristics. If you are tall, you'll pretty much always be tall. If you're short, you're pretty much always going to be short. If you're black or white, those are pretty much things that are permanent. And I know what you're thinking, Michael Jackson, Sammy Sosa, yeah, those are rare cases. Okay, so to be, ser, you use it to describe permanent characteristics of a person. All right, here's your ser chart. Go ahead and fill this in. If you need to, you can push pause. And you need to, so push pause and fill in the chart. Welcome back. I just want to show you the chart. Yo soy. Now, a lot of students get this mixed up and they think that yo and soy are like together always, all the time. No, soy all by itself means I am. Yo all by itself means I. So yo soy does mean I am, but soy all by itself also does mean I. That's the way that all of these words work. Soy, eres, es, somos, and son. So far we have learned the singular side of the chart, okay? We haven't learned the plural side. So these two are new. Actually, there's only one new one, somos. You should remember son from time. Es for 1 to 159 and son for plural. Do you remember that? All right, so on the other little chart, that's the one that's for English, you can go ahead and write this out. I am, you are, he, she is, we are, they, or y'all are. In this square right here, I want you to add it, okay? Because you need to know that if you want to describe one single thing, that you're going to use this side. And if you want to describe more than one thing, you're going to use this side. The class is, the classes are. Does that make sense? So, la clase es or las clases son. All right? I also wanted to just go ahead and break out the pronoun chart for you because I really need you to understand that yo just means I. It doesn't mean I am. And I see it every year where students want to write down yo for I am, but that just means I. All by itself, it just means I. And tu just means you. And el and ella and usted means he, she, or you formal, etc. Okay? So I just wanted you to have, there's no space on your paper to write this down. You can draw it on the side if you'd like. If I were you, I would. Because you need to know these pronouns by themselves, what they mean. So you should do that. All right, you can push pause. I'm going to keep going. We will combine the verb ser with adjectives to make descriptions. So now we're moving from these simple phrases, white shirt or shirt white, chair big, to the chair is big. Remember, everything must match the noun that we're describing. This includes articles, adjectives, and verbs. Everything will refer back to the noun, okay? All right, ser, asking and answering questions using the verb ser. To ask for a description of what something is like, use como. So if you want to know what is she like, oh, here's so-and-so's number, call him. Well, what's he like? Como es. You're going to use como in a form of ser, just depending on what your subject is, okay? All right, so let's look at this first one. What is Roberto like? So I already said we're going to use como. Como es Roberto. And in that we have said, what is Roberto like? So let's think about the answer. He is smart and funny. Which one of these would I need to use for he is? If you said es, you're right. Él es inteligente y cómico. You don't have to put the L, but for right now, I want you guys to get in the habit of using the pronouns. So I want you to put él es inteligente y cómico. All right, as I was saying, I want you to use él es inteligente y cómico. So I want you to use the L for he. Go ahead and get used to putting that in. All right, what is the class like? Do you remember what I told you on the last slide, that if we wanted to use it, there's not really a pronoun for it, but what section of the chart are we going to use? We can't use soy, we can't use eres, but we can definitely use es. Remember, es in son is that section for things. If you have one thing, it's going to be es. If you have more than one thing, it's going to be son. And you can always refer back to time if you really had a good grasp of that. Like from 1 to 1:59, 1 hour, it was es. And for more than 1 hour, it was son. Okay? So what is the class like? I want you to go ahead and write a sentence, write that question. Remember, you're going to use como and then a form of ser. And then over here, you're going to say, it is interesting but difficult. So whenever you say it is interesting, you want to repeat the word class. So you're going to say, the class is interesting but difficult. And the word for but is pero, P-E-R-O. All right, I'm not going to give you the answers to these. What are the teachers like? So I want you to think again, what are we talking about here? We're talking about teachers, right? Is that one or more than one? Is that singular or plural? Teachers is plural. So we're looking at whether that's going to be on the singular side or the plural side of the chart. And it's going to be on the plural side. Nosotros means we, which includes yourself. Does teachers include you? No. So which word would you want to use? Son. So go back to making your question. What are the teachers like? If we want to ask what something's like, what word do we use? Como. Hopefully you said that. And that's where your sentence is. And to say they are very nice. Now here's the question. You might be thinking, are the teachers singular? Are the teachers masculine or are they plural? Well, remember we talked about mixed group, right? Because you have male teachers and you have female teachers. So when you have a mixed group of teachers, what are you going to do? How are you going to make that adjective match your noun? All right, and the very last one, answer the last question underneath your other questions on your worksheet right there. I want you to answer the question, ¿Cómo eres tú? And I want you to give me at least 2 adjectives, okay? And this is where I'm going to find out who copied homework and who didn't, because if someone copied a girl's homework, then they're going to have girl answers, which would be wrong. Don't tell them that, though. All right, fin.